Right, we are here. Sorry for the finger. Okay, I'm going to try to be as coherent as possible. The artist I want to talk about is called Aimee Mann. She's a singer-songwriter from America. She's been writing since the late 90s, and she's been in a band called Till Tuesday. And she recently won a Grammy Award last year for Best Folk Album. Last year or last year, it's hard to keep track. Years just flies by. And the album I'd like to talk about is her third or fourth album. I believe it's the fourth, I think. It's her second album since she went without a label. And it's not everyone's favorite album of hers. Usually people like the album before that, The Last Dodo, I believe. But I love this album. I think it's called Lost in Space, released in 2002, I believe. And it's about rejection, depression, all of that good stuff, unhealthy relationships, things like that. And what I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna be basically trying to walk around here, trying to get some decent footage and not get my hand inside like I did there. I'm trying to keep my hand stable and not step on too many leaves because it makes a lot of noise. And I believe that will be pleasant to hear. So the first song is called Humpty Dumpty. The word ends here. Shit, yeah, step on them. Fuck. It was called Humpty Dumpty, and it's about rejecting yourself. And so it's a relationship. So basically it details a relationship where a person is rejecting the other party because she feels that she's broken and she can't be repaired. And the lyrics goes, all the drugs and superheroes, all the superheroes and the drugs. All the superheroes, yeah, I believe it was there. All the superheroes and drugs will bring me up to zero. And that's what she thinks. She cannot. She's broken. She's negative, and she cannot be repaired ever and ever. Not even her love interest. God, it's very loud here, but yes. So he's rejecting herself before the other party could reject you, and she tells the other party to take the keys and just go. And it's very true because you can't. Other people can't accept you if you can't accept who you are. And if you're going to reject yourself before other people have a chance to reject you, you're not even giving them a chance to accept you in the first place. You gotta be a bit faster. Can't let this go for like 20 minutes, but the next song is called High on Sunday 51. It's about the opposite relationship. Instead of pleading for that person to leave, she's pleading for that person to let her be with him. So the lyrics goes, let me begin, please. Let me be your heroine. And it's kind of a wordplay, heroine and heroine, the drug and the word with the E at the end. So it's like not respecting yourself, like going after someone, pleading, begging. It's about being rejected, I guess, because she's pleading and he still doesn't want to accept her. And the third song, I believe, is called Lost in Space. I think it's the titular track, Lost in Space. It's about seeing. I think it's like multiple interpretation of these songs. So I'm just gonna say what I think it is. It's another fortification. I think the little guys hide inside the bunkers, but I think it's sealed off right now. In a relationship, I guess you shouldn't really be begging people. You should learn how to quit, respect yourself, and there's plenty of fish out in the sea. And as much as you like someone, you shouldn't lower yourself into that state. And the next song is called This Is How It Goes, and it deals with the show business. I initially thought that it was about a relationship, but upon further research, it's apparently about the show business and how you're being rejected and things like that. Because rejection always happens when you're popular. It's an apt song for Aimee Mann to sing about since she was dropped by album label. I think she fell out with it, and she's struggling to get popularity, and she's fairly popular, I guess, but she's a decent following. But at the time this album was released, it was her second album since she broke out with her album label and went independent. And she's still releasing with her own personal album label, I believe, Super Ego Records. And yeah, so this song sings about how the process goes, how you'll hate yourself, how you will, and it's kind of like she's talking to herself through the mirror. She's kind of addressing the person as if it's another celebrity, but I believe she's singing about herself and how she's saying don't do the drugs, don't believe in their hype, don't fall in, don't give in. And the chorus of the song goes, it's all about drugs, it's all about shame, and this kind of how they go. So they kind of shame you, they kind of name and shame, and you kind of have to keep up and try to keep getting attention, try to be controversial, try to get all the popularity points. It's more relevant than ever now in this social media age. And I kind of it's kind of a very important song in this day and age, since everyone is talking about social media and how you have to be popular and you have to sell your soul and you have to change your behavior and be mass appealing, things like that. Yeah, so that's that song. The next song is called Guys Like Me. It's a very relatable song, at least to me, and it's about, for want of a better word, I guess, more introverted people, or more like ambiverts, people who are like very outgoing, kind of warm towards you, but at the same time they don't really show themselves, they don't really invest themselves too much into other people. I can't remember specific lyrics, but it's about that. And I guess it's also kind of like rejecting yourself, like saying that you're not good for other people and you should show yourself, and people won't like you if you show who you are. And it's a bit of a mystery. It's about it's called Pavlov's Spell, and I still have no clue what the fuck it means, but I know what Pavlov's Spell is. It's a sort of experiment where Pavlov, the psychologist, would train a dog to come running and get food wherever he rings the bell. And it's kind of like, even though there's no food there, if you ring the bell, the dog will still come expecting food and expecting to eat, because that's how psychology works. And even people can be conditioned to have their own Pavlov's bell. If for example your dad starts shouting, oh shit, shit's going to go down, things like that, or like if you hear like a bell of a different sort, you know that there's an ice cream van coming. So I guess this is like an unhealthy relationship. Every time the woman, Aimee Mann herself, she keeps coming back expecting her fix, which she mentions in the song multiple times, from this guy called Mario, in no relationship to the Plumber twins. But I think eventually he stops giving, but she still keeps coming back. She keeps expecting more. And yeah, that's what Pavlov's Spell is about. It's called about. And throughout the song, she references a lot of things like trading clothes. And I think I've read some theory about how she's getting more and more. She's dressing up more and more like to present herself to the person Mario, and how she wants to be with him for longer, but it doesn't work out, and it's confusing. It's referencing a lot of things that nobody has any idea what the fuck is going on. I'm pretty sure there's something more deep than this, but I cannot for the life of me figure out what the fuck is going on. The song is very obviously about depression. It's called Real Bad News, and you know how depressed people, you can't really help them. You can try to comfort them, console them, speak to them, but they won't listen. And it's not because they don't listen, but because it's mental disease is kind of like a fight with yourself, if you will. You need to fight with yourself, and other people can help that. They can try to get the person to fight it, try to get the person to do it, but it's all up to the person, and you can't really do it much. So this is what Real Bad News is about. It's about the singer cautioning people that she's a real handful. She's vengeful. She's angry. She has plenty of emotional issues. In a couple of lines like, I've got love and anger, and things like buyer beware, and yeah, if you know someone who needs help, please do not force that person. Don't talk to him. Spam him messages. Don't knock on his door all the time. It's really about the self, and you can talk to him occasionally, send him a couple of concerning texts. Encourage him or her to get some professional help, but generally speaking, you gotta leave them alone. The next song is called Invisible Ink. It's one of the more obvious songs. It's about how you're trying to convey yourself, but you're so-called writing invisible ink, and people won't pay heed, people won't pay attention, and she also alludes to using the Ouija, I don't know, people call it Ouija, but that's why I call the Ouija, the green plumber. But yeah, it's about, she mentioned moving the person's hand across some Ouija board, and how it's kind of, there's a dead frog here. You need to stop on that. But it's like that, and how she's kind of frustrated and fed up with people not paying attention to her, how she's being rejected over and over again. And so she says she has a catalog of love, but she can't sell it. And it's kind of like a catalog has a lot of things in it, and it's trying to sell you lots of things. Like, IKEA catalogs, they mail us one every year or so, and you get like catalogs for like chairs, tables, and things like that. And she has a whole catalog of love, but she can't sell it anymore because no one's buying, obviously, and no one wants to listen to her. And I guess the catalog, in a sense, is written invisible ink, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. This is the day, and again, it's about self-rejection. This one is my favorite song of all. It really hits close to home. It's about a kind of positive song, but in a sense that it's not that positive. It's not over positive. Things can still go wrong, and the song is mainly about wanting to do something and then going for it, and just not caring about the end possibilities. But unlike more popular songs where they like to sing like nothing will ever go wrong, you're unstoppable, it's kind of acknowledging that the fact that maybe help won't come, as in the bridge of the song sings about Major Reno standing at the bluff and going for it, and in a sense it's like it's trying to say you should just go for it, and sometimes it won't work out, and just go ahead and try it out anyway, and because regardless of the end possibility, you should always try. And the chorus of the song goes, today's the day, so isn't it enough if you prove that today's the day? So should just go out there and prove that today is indeed the day. Oh, I've never seen this part before, but this exists. Yeah, so it's just saying, is it enough if you prove that today is the day? And that's kind of what I'm proving today. Today's the day I'm recording this fucking shitty album review no one's going to fucking watch. I'm really dreading editing this shithole. I have like 10 video files right now. You shouldn't reject yourself, and you should always just go out and try it out. Sometimes it doesn't work out, most of the time it doesn't. But with, okay, it's like a high risk, high reward factor. If you don't risk it, you're not gonna get a reward. It's always about risk and reward, You don't risk it, you don't get a reward. Simple as that. You risk more, you win more. So yeah, that's that. My favorite songs of all time. The next one is called The Moth. It's one of my least favorite songs on this album. God, the album. Remember that I'm reviewing an album. I'm just doing song by song to compartmentalize it. But yeah, the song itself, The Moth, is a typical cliche song about, it's always poetic. Moths always go to a candle flame and they might get burned, but in the end they still go for it for some goddamn reason, and everyone sings about it, everyone makes poetry about it, everyone sings about it, and it's no different here. And I'm not going to go too deep about it. It's kind of typical. It's about the moth and how it doesn't care. It will go towards the flame, it will burn itself, rinse and repeat. The last song, It's Not, is a very great song. It's the slowest for the songs. It's the most drawn back song, and it's about fuck it. Let's trace that, but fuck it. It's about how it describes the process of depressed people very well, and it goes on about how she's at a traffic light, and all she has to do is press the pedal. The light is green, she just has to go, but she just can't do it. And that's that's kind of the process I'm describing from earlier when I'm talking about depression. It's about the self. You're at a traffic light and you're in a car, you're supposed to go, everyone's going but you're not, and other people can't just reach across and press the pedal for you. You have to do it yourself. And yeah, and that is a very good analogy about, it's just you can't expect anyone else to reach across and push the pedal for you. And the song makes other great analogies too. So there is of course a love interest, and how she requires that, if your own interpretation, that love interest could be anyone or anything, or a hobby or something like that, and how she wants that person to breathe life into the astronaut. Something with the astronaut, hold on. So kiss me like an astronaut, that was it. So kiss me like an astronaut, and I believe that means something. Astronauts are lonely, they float in space, and they would like to have. She talks about how things can look so perfect, but it's really not. And this is the title of the song. Things can look different from other people's point of view, but depressed people have their own point of view, and it's really not what you think it is. And yep, that's the song. And it's about depression, and there's like someone she's fighting for to help save her, like a friend or love interest or a hobby, something like that. And she would like to be revived, but of course she has to depend on herself to push the pedal. And there is the album Lost in Space by Aimee Mann. What a shitty album review. I have to see what I can make of this, but for fuck's sake. Yep. If you're still here, channel update, I guess. I've got this video to edit and upload. I've got a new game I'd like to try out, to try and edit and upload. And I'm trying to do a podcast with my own blog posts. So if you're still here and you still want to watch my videos, those are 3 things I'm trying to do. Fuck's sake. Press 1 that you're following me. Yeah, Aimee Mann, Lost in Space, 10 out of 10 album, love it, and you should listen to it. I think it's on Spotify, Deezer, whatever the fuck you use. Thank you guys so much for watching. Fuck, what a place to do an outro. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.